You're gonna die, Bert. God, I love that eerie feel that one-liner creates.
Welcome to the horror show. To realize there is nowhere to run. No game to try. Paranoia is not in your life. Welcome to the horror show. To realize there is nowhere to run. No game to try. Obsessions rule your mind.
Scarecrows, the 1988 underrated yet bloody classic. And yes, I am no longer in a cabin. Thank God. Anyways, this film is pretty much about killer scarecrows, so it does deliver in that department, but also adds a little bit more to it, so it can be a little above average. Spoilers. It adds zombies to the plot. Now, I believe I know what you're thinking. Zombies and scarecrows? Why not a bunch of zombie-like scarecrows and just make it more simple by combining the two elements? No. If you want something new and original, then don't combine the two elements. Just spice it up a little bit like Cabin in the Woods did. Plus, zombies and scarecrows works, and it isn't just a flick called Scarecrows with mostly zombie action. It actually sticks true to its title. And spoilers. There are also a lot of good special effects to be found in this movie, some of which are quite horrific and gory. I wasn't expecting as much gore as I got with a film that seemingly relies mostly on suspense. The soundtrack is a major part of that suspense, and it works very nicely when all put together. Plus, when I first heard the soundtrack, it sounded just like the song Dark Crusade by Autopsy. And just it's spread out a little bit more in Scarecrows, and the beats are like boom boom instead of boom boom, you know. It was the first thing that came to mind. Leave me alone. The acting, however, wasn't this film's strong point. I mean, sure, it had some decent actors and actresses, and they all did their part well, but there was just something missing, and I just can't place my finger on it. I placed my finger on it. Yay! Yes, you heard it from the demon himself. They lacked true emotion of fear. Another thing I disliked about this movie was the fact that the Scarecrows lure their victims over by using the voice of their team members to attract their unsuspecting ass closer to find the source. Now, don't get me wrong, that is an awesome idea. If it wasn't completely derivative of Predator, which came out only a year before, it would have been totally original, but no. Overall, I give Scarecrows a 3.5 out of 5. It was a fun, intense, and gory horror film from the 80s. They worked on almost all levels of fear and gore, but the rest just wasn't quite there. So yeah, besides gore and terror, you get an empty gap that I feel needed to be filled. I am Brian Gatto, host of Horror Show Movie Reviews. Make sure to like my Facebook page in the description below, and to leave comments and subscribe.